Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here with another episode of the Bet Win Repeat Show. It is Monday. It is November 20th. We are still rolling. We are back in action this week. Give a couple people a couple minutes to file in. Also, turn my damn heat down. So yeah, here's where we're at. So it's Monday. It's Monday morning quarterback time, all that good stuff. How'd you guys do in the NFL? Weekly contest. Let's talk about some contests while we're bringing all that up. Real quick, monthly contest is still plugging along. I'll get to that. The weekly contest, we don't have a winner. 2 weeks in a row, we got a rollover on that situation there. So good news, bad news. Bad news, you didn't win. Good news, the pot is now at $300. So because we didn't have a winner. We didn't have a winner week 10. We didn't have a winner week 11. So there's 2, and then this week makes 3. That's how I did math. Anyway, so weekly winner, weekly NFL contest is up to $300 for that. So let's keep it rolling. And it's on a short week. Remember, this is only Sunday games. So some of y'all going to be mad about that. I don't know. Week 12 is going to be goofy. No Sunday games or no Thursday game. I don't know why we're playing the Friday game or the Thursday night game for Prime on maybe the Jets made a deal with Amazon to have all their games on fucking Amazon, but I feel like they're always on Prime time. We got Friday games, so we only have Sunday games. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 games on Sunday, and you got to go 5-0. So it's pointing to another rollover, which wouldn't be the whole end of the world, and that pot would be 400. So I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, we got some Monday Night Football going on. We got some NHL going on. We got somebody named Io Joki trying to join our group, so we'll decline that. We're also going to bring in real quick here the standings for the monthly contest as soon as I can find it. And then we'll start talking handicap and sports. Then we're going to handicap some Monday Night Football. I'll give you some props I'm on for Monday Night Football, and I'll also give you some breaking news from the NFL. Jets to start Tim Boyle Friday over Zach Wilson against the Dolphins. So the Jets have officially, if I had a towel, and this is the thing, clean my glasses, the Jets have done that. Oh shit, I need that. I got it 30. I gotta clean my glasses. So no Zach Wilson for the Jets. I don't know if that's I don't know. I don't think that's the answer necessarily, but that's what I think the Jets have done. So let me bring in bring this in, make this out of here, make this bigger, and you can see everybody. Well, most of the people. So I can make it smaller and you can see everybody. But Sean Austin, 18, 20. Listen, top to bottom, I really don't think with 10 days, 11 days left worth of picks. Today is the 20th and then 10 additional days. So you still got 22 more picks. Top to bottom, be honest with you, from 18 to 24, not a big difference. It's not as much as some people would actually care to believe. But BJ Dixon, 24-13-1. Tom Savaldo, he came from down here-ish to here-ish, number 2. And over the weekend, basically, he's on a run. I think he's on like a 6-0 run or something like that. So he had a good weekend. I stayed consistently 1-1. I went 1-1, 0-2, and 2-0. So whatever. I'm just holding on for fucking dear life at some point. And then Jeannie Robinson and Silky Man right there with me. Robert Harrison, Tate's kind of great. He's slipped. He's given up some ground. Him and Ashley Joe are conspiring. I saw that. They have given up some ground the last couple of days with some 0-2s and stuff like that. But Troy Cabral, I know I don't know how to say your name. Anyways, and the list goes on and on to the break of dawn, and that's just how that rolls. The Captain Brian drops. There were some bad beats and some stuff this weekend, so I'm kind of happy to be at that 1-1 kind of mark with everybody. And if you don't know what the contest page looks like, this is what it looks like. Roll over here for week 1. We'll make sure we don't have any spam going on. And that's it. So there's your contest update. Appreciate it. As always, everybody join the contest. If you're looking to join it, it's on Facebook. Just head over to groups and look for Picks and Parlays contest. You just saw what it looks like. That monthly contest is worth $250 for first place. Second, third, get like 100, 150 or something, 100, and then third 50, or I don't know. If you ain't first, you're last. And the weekly contest is now up to $300. So with a short, difficult week, in my opinion, I'm not making anything easy for anybody. So don't forget, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. As always, let's get into some comments, and then I'm going to tell you what I like for tonight. Terry hit the like button. What? That's Terry's version of telling me to hurry up. He's got 2 free picks videos to do for some Thursday night football. So, or not Thursday night football, Thursday day football. I keep saying Thursday night, but it's day. Thanksgiving Day football. 3 games. 3 good games, I think, too. Good day, Mr. Detroit. What's up, Brian Gillihan? 0-2 yesterday. Before I went, you should have showed the standings before I went 0-2 yesterday. Hey, I did them. Everybody knows I catch up with them on Monday. Davis is in the house. He's on Boston money line, Colorado money line, and the Kings money line. I'm on similar, except not as juiced. I'm on Colorado -1 at -111, and I'm on Boston -1 at +108. And the Kings game, I lean over, but I haven't touched it yet. I don't think. I was looking at it literally when the show was starting. So, I did go over. I half a unit. I did over 6.5. I just did it at 9:56 right before the show started at 10. So I just did that. I'm on that over, and I'm on. This thing. Terry's the one that started me on this, so thanks. But Terry, maybe you can comment in the chat about Philip Hronik, because I am right. I've been riding it, and just points. It's -130. I got it at DraftKings for him to get over a half a point tonight. And playing against the dismal 3-win San Jose Sharks, you would think this would be you would think this is free money. Really, honestly, I don't know why it's not more juice, considering the streak kind of thing. So I might even he's not, I don't know, he's not really a big where's this game at? I have it bookmarked. Oh, I had the tab open somewhere. Let's look up some stuff real quick. Not the schedule. Come on, Philip. Philip is a point machine. Let's see. All points. Literally in his last, everyone but one game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, but he's not a real big goal guy. He's an assist guy. It seems to be. Terry, speak on it. Feel free. But I'm on Philip Rank as well. Almost perfect prediction on Friday's show for the Rams. Said 18-15, ended 17-6. Listen, we all knew that game was like 15-13. That was just going to be an ugly. And you guys, if you didn't hit 2-team parlay, this under and the Steelers and the Browns, you got to really, sometimes you got to self handicap. And I'm not even being an ass, but like, what are you doing? It was, I'll tell you what, yesterday I had an okay Saturday. Like I lost money on Saturday, but it wasn't for me. If I lose like 1 or 2 units, thankfully it wasn't 12. But I had a banging Sunday. I'm just going to tell you right now, I've been flip-flopping and one throughout the whole month. It seems like, and Sunday I got, however you want to say it, I got right with Jesus, whatever. But Sunday brought me whole. I mean, I went from being down like 8 units, to, hold on. What is this? Sorry. To where are we at right now? We are pending today. Let's refresh. What do we have pending today? Month to date, we are 1.87. We're like 2 units up for the month. And I was like 8 to 9 units. I was close to double digits down going into Sunday. We had an outstanding day yesterday. And I'll be honest with you, not in the contest, nowhere near that stuff. But the games I did like, which was like 3 games, I hammered. And I will be a homer and say part of that was the Lions. I had the Lions early 2 weeks ago. I had them -5, so that pushed. Thank God a fucking safety with 30 seconds left, but whatever. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way. You know what I'm saying? And it did that game. And then, but I had David Montgomery for a touchdown, and he got it, game-winning touchdown. I like that. I had him over rushing, receiving yards. I love both of those in a revenge game, and I'm not going to lie, I threw 3 units on each one of those. I loved them. I parlayed them. Oh, I did everything, and thank God it all came together, or it could have been. We were definitely going to be double digits. I don't know if that didn't work. But I also liked, I had a couple 3-team parlays that I did that were kind of here, let me show. I'll tell you right now. I had Houston, Detroit, and Miami in a parlay. Money line. I had Pittsburgh on a teaser plus 8.5 and the Lions -1.5 on a teaser. I had Detroit, Houston, and San Fran on a money line parlay. That was a 5-unit win. Yeah, the David Montgomery thing was pretty big. I thought, man, I missed Amon-Ra St. Brown for a nice win too. I had him over 87.5 rushing receiving yards, and he had 83. And he it was a couple that was whatever. Not a great game by the Lions. We're going to talk about that, which I ain't got no problem with. People are going to say, Lion, whatever. Listen, good teams win football games. Great teams cover. I don't think we're a great team. I think we're a bottom end, top end team. Maybe. Like we're a top 5 team, but we're like 4 or 5. You know what I mean? We're a top 6 team for sure. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. So, but good call on that game. Yeah. Hey, Detroit Lightning, how are your thoughts on KC -2.5 and under 45.5? Take your Lions on Thursday -7. Thanks and happy holidays. Yes, we can get the holiday tree out. I put my lights up Thursday night, or not Thursday night, Saturday. My oldest son was in town from Arizona. He just turned 21, and he came, spent the weekend. We did some stuff. We got tattoos. We got drunk. We went and raced Lambos. I raced the Lamborghini. He raced the McLaren. He beat me on time, just for the record, because I know he's probably listening and driving on the way home. He's heading back to Arizona right now. I don't know. I'm gonna call this a push. Tate, Brian, I'm gonna need some. You tell me what you call it. We each raced 8 laps. I was in a McLaren. I was in a Lamborghini Gallardo, and he was in a McLaren something or another, whatever. He had the faster lap time. 102, I had 107. But I had the faster speed and on the same track, type of situation. So I'm calling that like a push, but he's, plus he passed me. he passed me, but he was passing me to get off to pit. Like he was done with his 8 laps and I was just starting my 2nd lap. So it was like, I moved over, and I didn't know it was him until my instructor told me, all right, move over. And then he passed me, and I go, you can plain as day see it on the video because they video record you, and you hear me going, that's my fucking kid. And I go, oh, I was so pissed. But if I'd have known it was him, I would have just Robbins racing. You know what I mean? Thanks. I'm going to bring up my, tangent. Here's what I'm on real quick, and then I'm going to scroll this at the bottom. Because if you haven't downloaded the Picks and Parlay app, you should. It's available on all your platforms. It's free. All you got to do is put in create your own username, and you can get Craig Trapp stuff, a lot of stuff, teasers and his VIP plays. And there's a lot of stuff on there. Consensus report. There's more still to come. We're slowly adding stuff to that. It's only been around for a few months. Download the new Picks and Parlay app. This is my teaser. I'm on Philly +8.5, and I'm on the under 51.5. And that teaser, let me adjust that. And that is minus, I think 120 or 115. It's a 6-point teaser. So, it is what it is, but, whatever 6-point teaser, I like Caesars, or DraftKings sometimes will give you about 5 cents cheaper. Minus 120. I'm on Kelsey anytime touchdown, and I'm on DeAndre Swift over 77.5 rushing, receiving at minus 114. All seem kind of square type plays. So I'm not, sorry. I came out of nowhere. Not in love with them. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. But, got to have something on the Monday night game. And the teaser, this falls into the teaser. I think this game's decided within a touchdown. And I think within a touchdown and primetime unders. That's just kind of where I'm going with that. I mean, I feel like I kind of, I hit it, and then it was like, it wasn't I didn't question it. I looked up some stats for some, I just think primetime Kelsey gets one sometime or another. Taylor Swift's supposed to be in the building. I checked. I hate that I love-hate that that's part of my handicapping for that, but whatever. And I think that the Chiefs defense will slow the run down, but I think DeAndre gets his running, and then he probably gets majority of that in screen passes of that 77.5. I predict like we're on a show, game show, but my thought on that is probably 60-40 split, more passing, more receiving yards than anything out of that. But he's always has home run capability. I mean, he's a home run hitter. So if he breaks one, that shit's done. Boom, bang. Might tap that in the first half. But so he always, and I like those guys that have home run hit capabilities, because those guys, and not every running back's like that, just for the record. And this guy is like that, so I'll bet that over, even though it's a little juiced. And the teaser is just what it is. It ain't pretty, but that's like I gotta hit the ATM. But yes, happy holidays to you too as well. This starts the official holiday season this week. I feel like people say, "Oh, you can't put your lights up." Fuck that. Listen, it's Thanksgiving. Football means Christmas. That's what that means. This is the beginning. So I only put my roof lights up just because I had the young kid in, by the way, in town. So rather than my fat ass with 2 bum knees and old, getting up on the roof to put my lights up, no, I'm gonna send the youngin up there with his little brother. So the 21 and 14-year-old went on the roof and put lights in. I just did one of these. Nope, straighten that one. Nope, hold on. Yeah, that's right there. That's what I did. I Clark Griswold from the ground. So that's what I did. I'm back on Philip Peroni, but yeah, I got to. I even tapped in on the assist. I did because I feel like if he gets to the point, he's gonna get the assist that's how he's gonna get the point, because he's not a big goal scorer. So the point was minus 130, but the over a half of assist was only minus 105 on MGM. So I kind of double dipped, but I half united the assist bet. Excuse me, and I full unit the point bet, and I probably should have did it backwards, but I'd already did the other one. Ray Reddington says Stars money line and Canucks money line. Well, you know what? Raymond Reddington don't come on the show no more because the goddamn show ended and he died at the end of his show. For those of you who don't know, it's a show called The Blacklist, and Raymond Reddington's the lead character. This guy's name is really not Raymond Reddington. But anyway, Stars money line and Canucks. I could see the Stars money line. I could see Vancouver. I mean, how do you not bet? Here's the thing. I'm not laying minus 375 on a money line. I'm just not doing it. I get everybody, but this is the problem. Everybody's going to add the Vancouver Canucks to a parlay. Everybody is, because why would you not? It's the Sharks. It's the Canucks. Hot team, shit team. Hot teams at home. Like the public is like, oh my God, hockey's so easy to bet. And that's when I'm like, hold on. Because if the Sharks fuck around and find out and win this game, how much money do the books make? You know what I mean? So I'm not betting the Canucks in any way, shape, or form. I bet the over 6.5, and I bet Philip Peroni to get his, because I think that could all happen. And then I don't care if Vancouver wins or not. I just need goals, and I need Philip Peroni to do his thing on Vancouver. You know what I mean? So, and I think he will. So that's enough for me to get on that game. But I like the Stars, but I didn't bet them. But I do like the Stars at home. But the Rangers scare me on the road. They're 7-1-1. So that was just a way for me. I lean Stars, but didn't bet it. I hope that. I don't know if that was a question. I don't know. I'm on a rant. Has Brian Calican been? No. Well, what, 2 days? You had a bad weekend. Well, I know yesterday, but not like. No, he's in. It's right up at the top of the leaderboard somewhere. I don't know. I don't know, bro. No, not at all. Hope the hype for game tonight doesn't disappoint. I'm going teaser Eagles and under. Yeah, that's what I'm on. But so what was it? What was the primetime game that went over the other day? What was it? The Ravens game? Bengals? The Thursday game. I took that under and I knew it when I did it that wasn't the right way. Because I know primetime unders, blah, 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 blah. But that was a game that was going to go over. And by the way, lots of stuff has happened since then. No Joe Pearl rest of the year. Well, we probably talked about that on Friday. But Zach Wilson's getting benched for Tim Boyle, who got cut by the Lions at the beginning of the year. So there's that. What else? Denver continues to fucking win. Like Denver is on what is Denver on? Like a 3-game is it 3 or 4? 4 games now, I think. Well, 4-game win streak, Denver. And I don't care if it's against shit teams. Like I was arguing with somebody in a group chat. My cousin loves to pit me against other people just to watch because get me all riled up, right? Since in this group chat, this guy's such a fucking hater for Lions. I don't understand how somebody calls themselves a Lions fan and lives in the city of Detroit and actively says they're a terrible team. They're a terrible team. I'm like, how? Shut up, right? So, anyways, guys getting out. Well, they only beat bad teams. I'm like, listen, at the end of the year, they don't hand out Super Bowls to people with the harder strength of schedules. You just got to win the fucking game. And that's all we're doing. Yesterday, we won the game. We overlooked the Bears towards Thanksgiving. I don't know why anybody's looking towards Packers, but they're looking towards the Thanksgiving Day game. Thought they could coast through yesterday's game, and they did it. And when they got smacked in the mouth, they responded and won the game. That's what good teams do. And that's what we did. And the Bears do what the Bears do because they're a bad team. And they crumbled, at the end. Grit don't quit. So whatever. But Denver is beating bad teams. Minnesota's not a good team. I mean, don't get me wrong, Josh Dobbs. Good on to you. Joshua Dobbs, but I just don't, that had to come to a halt at one point. But they didn't cover, so and I don't know if the Broncos are I'm not calling them good by any means, but Davis is going to run down some college basketball for you, folks. I got some college basketball, too. Drake, MSU, college basketball. Detroit, Turkey wins 2-0. Yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of Green Bay. Very similar to this game. I actually think that game goes over. But great teams cover. Exactly. Great teams win and cover. You win and cover. At Michigan public school education, I understand. Almost got that sentence correct. Great teams win and cover. But you're half right, so you get an A for effort. Top 32 for sure. Exactly. 100%. We are in the top 5 fucking team. I don't even know. If he had the McLaren, I think you get some points, time, whatnot, call it a push. His car had 20 more horsepower than I did. Yeah. And I mean, I'm about 100 pounds heavier, so I feel like that should factor in. But good times were had by all. They had a Dodge Charger Hellcat at the racetrack, and it was a Nevada State Police edition with the Hellcat motor and all the whatever, and they had fitted it for a drift car, basically. So, Mandy's in a wheelchair, the wife's in a wheelchair, which she can't bend her left leg or whatever. It's in like a brace or whatever. So she wanted to do something. She couldn't drive or whatever. So I paid to put her in the drift car in the driver's seat. So me and my son moved the wheelchair up. The guy pulled up and he helped us. We got her in the front seat. We buckled her ass in, strapped a helmet on her, and let her go a couple laps around in a drift car. And there's like a 1-minute video that I'll send you guys. And it's her reaction in the drift car. And she's like, oh. That Hellcat was going about 110 down the straightaway, and then he just bam, emergency brake and drift through, and oh shit, it was nuts to watch. It was badass, but she damn near shit herself a few times. But yeah, I think we call it a push, right? I mean, fuck that kid. He's 21 now. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we could fight. Great teaser, thanks. Tony over 6 reception yards. Dude, what's his catches? Okay, look, what's his catches? Let's look at that. Because honestly, oh, come on. Maybe it ran into some. Okay, there we go. Let's Kadarius. Where are you at? Right here under the K's. Reception over a half. Oh, that's just too much. Is 250. Under a half is plus 190 on Beck 365, plus 179 on BetMGM and Barstool. The under a reception might be worth here's $5 because I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, just cause. Just out of pure principality of the situation, I feel like it might need to be bad. Chiefs games not over 51 all year. Surprisingly, yeah. So I believe I got one of my best friends out here in Vegas is a big Chiefs fan, from Kansas City and everything like that, and huge Chiefs fan, right? And I asked him about this, and he says, because he follows really in-depth Chiefs, everything Chiefs related sports, and he says that the last couple of years since Super Bowls and since the departure of Tyreek Hill, who doesn't stretch the field as much to allow all the under stuff, and those deep bombs, just whatever, they are trying to run the ball more and become more defensively, but still have that dynamic passing game. So they're focused the last couple of years on defense, which has then slowed their overall totals down. But I don't know if it's like they're not as dominant. When they were outscoring everybody a bajillion to nothing, they were winning Super Bowls. Now, last year they won Super Bowl. So, you can't question Andy Reid. He's the one that matched Travis and Tay together. So, love matchmaker extraordinaire. Plus, the guy likes cheeseburgers. So, shout out King says Monday night, Eagles +3 and Swift over 57.5 rushing. I don't know. I could get the rushing. And Bradbury over 2.5 tackles, assists, and Buckner over 1.5 field goals. $100 wins 1,000 plus 950 without the 33% boost, and with it, 25 wins 340. Okay. Good shout out, King, coming through with some good info. I'm gonna leave that on the screen for you guys, so you guys can see. That's some good info right there. I would look at. So I'm assuming you looked at Bradbury tackles and assists, and at Bucker the kicks. I like too, because Philly's defense ain't no joke. And I think that both offenses both defenses will bend, but maybe not break. So they maybe give up more field goal opportunities. A lot of teams will get to the red zone, but maybe not in the red zone. That 20 to 50 yard range. And that's field goal range for some of these kickers for these guys. So I like that play a lot. I might look at him right now. Higgs will be back tomorrow probably. I just saw this as too, because I was looking before this show got on, and I'm like, oh man, where's Higgs at? And but I saw he posted something on Twitter. If you guys don't follow him on Twitter, you should, because he's actually a fucking funny guy. Well, I mean, he's funny anyways, but I mean, I don't know, whatever. He posted something. Here it is. He goes, no midday money today. Need to hit the emergency care for whatever trauma I did to myself at Top Golf Saturday night. I can barely lift or bend my arm. So apparently he went to Top Golf on Saturday, and he says 3 swings and I'm headed to a specialist. So I'm hoping he's fine and everything like that. Sounds like some sort of pulled muscle situation or something like that. But the old man, you got to stretch, Higgs. You got to stretch before you get out on the links. Everybody knows that. But I'm sure he'll be back tomorrow. He's a trooper. DK running a special on Canucks puck line and over 6.5 plus 220 I sprinkled. Okay, I get that. I'm not from Michigan. I'm from Michigan. Can I say the Lions suck? Sure, you can. And I just don't think you're accurate. They might not be like on the level of some of these other Super Bowl caliber teams, but I'm tired of hearing the same old Lions. I get it. But like the same old Lions would have lost that game yesterday, and you fucking know it, to the Bears. They would have lost that game. They would have fucked around. Everybody thought they should dominate, and they would have fucked around and lost that game. They would have never came back. Matt Stafford would have never, or I'll take that back. Matt Stafford would have driven them down the field, and we would have went ahead. But with that 30 seconds that Fields had, there's no way we get. You don't march down there and win that game in overtime. You don't do that. You do that with the same old Lions. Brand new Lions find ways to win. Ball just bounces. Maybe it's luck. I'll take it. It's the best start we've had since 1962. I don't care. Because it was more of a bias thing, though. Bears lost the most Bears way possible. Yeah, remember when the Lions would be like that? Like the Lions do Lions shit. Like, it's like, oh, this is a game the Lions should win. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to shoot themselves in the foot like they always do. Same old Lions, same old Bears. We both have felt this way about about our teams. So I know that feeling. And I know I know that feeling. But right now, if your Bears were 8-2, you wouldn't give a shit. I don't care how you got there, because you got there. Like, I don't care how you win the North. Just fucking win it. You know what I mean? At the beginning of the year, we wanted to win the North and host a playoff game. That was the goal on the whiteboard. We wrote it down. Everybody knew it. Looks like that's going to be achievable. If that's achievable, I'm happy. I don't give a shit what happens further on down the road. I mean, I want them to win a Super Bowl, but the goal was the goal. Keep the goal in mind. Don't start looking ahead. But we might be the number 1 team in the NFC. If the Lions fuck around and find out, and somehow accidentally stumbled their way into the number 1 seed in the NFC, if somehow the road to the Super Bowl goes through the Motor City, nobody beats us. Nobody in the NFC beats us. NFC Championship game in Detroit, nobody beats us. I don't give a shit what the spread is. Nobody beats us. I hope we're plus money. And I'm going. What's your play today, Lenny? I got that Monday night games scrolling down below. I told you guys about this. I have this banner here. Week 11 NFL contest. It's a rollover. The pot's now at $300. Look for that on Friday. The lines are posted. I post the lines. You got to pick 5. You got to get 5. And the Monday night game. But my teaser is scrolling at the bottom. Props that I like, all that is all at the bottom. But my favorite plays are probably, I gotta get off of this. Not betting Kadarius Toney shit. Is Colorado -1, Boston -1, 2-team parlay plus 295. Look, that's my favorite play. Those are my 2 monthly contest plays. Right there. And I'll type that up for you. Bruins -1 and Avs -1 parlay +295. That's what I got. Those are my favorite plays. And to be honest, I bet both of them individually. I mean, the Avs is -111. And I got that at I got all this at Caesars, actually. I did both of these at Caesars. Boston -1 is +108, and Colorado -1 is -111. And I parlayed those together for +295. So that's my favorite action of the day. Yeah, so that's that. Miami Beach, Chicago Bulls. If you're looking for me from NBA shit, it's like going to McDonald's and asking for a Whopper. Shit just don't work. Minnesota beats New York. I love that you love the NBA, but I love that you guys love the NBA. I bet on the NBA randomly, but like I got 5 plays, I think, in college basketball, and I'll give them to you guys real quick. I'm on Drake money line at -149. I'm on Purdue -4.5. I'm on Virginia -3.5 over Wisconsin. And I'm on Kentucky -15.5. And these are not Monday. Hold on. Drake, Purdue, Virginia, Kentucky. Drake, Purdue, Virginia, Kentucky. Drake, Purdue, Virginia, Kentucky. Yep. That's it. That's all I'm on. I paid for the premium VIP yesterday. Happy to be a part of Picks and Parlays and downloaded the app. There you go. Get after that shit. The app's a good time once you figure out how to navigate around. It's pretty basic right now. Like we just have Craig stuff up there, and I don't even know Hannah Muir stuff. Whatever. I don't even know what she does. She's got her and Craig have that show. I shouldn't say that. The consensus report is up there. Odds are starting to, we just put like the college odds and the NFL odds. That's like within the last couple week new thing. The free video, free picks, stuff like that. So you can get to a lot of stuff. It's very moving. It's got a lot of moving parts and it's very new. But it's on the way to being what we want. One day I'll be on there. There was one guy that was 4-0 going in the last night on the weekly contest, but didn't cover the 2.5 with Denver. I think Brian Gillihan told me about that. He grades that normally, and he does. Shout out to him, because this shit show doesn't really move without the guys behind the scenes, and those guys are Captain Brian Gillihan. And sometimes Tate the Great. But I'm kidding, Tate. I'm kidding. Those two guys are what keeps this guy sane most of the time. So see how great they're doing. But those guys are my guys, and I appreciate them. So, but they grade everything, and then I'll get just a message saying, "Hey, this guy won, or this guy won," and whatever. And we all kind of triple check each other's shit. So it's great. But last week. Here's how some people are losing. Last week, somebody went for my buddy Zach, Zachary Khan. He's my friend. Sounded so dumb. He went 4-0-1, and he lost on a push. And multiple people did that. I think that was the Lions-Chargers game, the 3. Stay away from the 3s or 7s, because if you push that, you're gonna lose. So I want to either win or lose. I get the same amount of satisfaction losing as I do pushing in a contest, because in that contest it doesn't matter. So keep that in mind with some spreads, or when you're looking at some games. Sometimes, like, you're like, oh, I like this game, I like that game, and if you like everything equally, and they're one's at 3 and one's at 2.5, take the or 6.5, and one's at 7, take the 6.5 because you don't want to push. Yeah, that sucks. And next week's going to be even harder because there's only 11 games on Sunday, and you got to go 5-0. And the pot's already at 3, so I'm looking for a $400 pot in 2 weeks, which then I will win, obviously. And then in the following week it'll be $500, and then Alejandro might have to enter the pot. For those of you that don't know, ask Tate the Great who that is. He's his friend. Shout out, King. I'm betting the 2 best bets that were released. There you go. Get after that. Chicago Bears coach sucks. Fire him. They got a lot more problems than him. I'm not trying to dog on the Bears, but the Bears are in disarray. I think the Bears need to start from the top down and really decide who they want to be. And if they want to be with Justin Fields, then they should build around him. If they want to move on from him, then they need to throw that towel in and try and move away from him. Get what you can from him and move. Hey, Lenny, thoughts on the over-under 13.5 rushing attempts for DeAndre Swift? So I looked at this, and my problem is that I mentioned this earlier, and Mike, I don't know if you were here or not, but my thoughts on this is I worry that I bet the over, whatever it is, here it is, over 70, it's scrolling at the bottom, over 77.5 rushing and receiving. I think he gets the majority of that because of passing attempts or pass catches, so that yardage. So I think they're going to work him more into the passing game. But that being said, let's look him up real quick. Let's look up DeAndre's stats and what's his attempts per game. That's just how I figure it out. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I hate when people say that. I tell my kids that when they go, I'm not even going to lie. And I'm like, why are you telling me you're not going to lie? That makes me think you're lying. But I just said it too. So here's the regular season. 1 carry, 28 carries, 16, 14, 17, 10, 15, 16, 18. So he was a little banged up, remember, during that loss to the Jets on the 10 carry day. That 10 carry day, though, he had 8 receptions. Or, I'm sorry, 8 targets. He had 8 catches, right? So when they go heavy in the run, they use him less in the receiving game. So I think they're going to try and balance that out. Over 13.5 seems good, though. Where'd you get that at? Damn it, I'm back to this fucking game. I didn't look at this. I looked at the rushing attempts. BetMGM has -105. I'm on that. So the answer, Mike, is yes. Yes, I would take the over 13.5 rushing attempts. They're going to try to establish a run. 100%. They got to slow. Listen, I'm not that smart, okay? I don't understand how offensive coordinators or head coaches in the NFL don't realize this. If you want to win against a good elite team, the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, I think, are good elite teams. The Super Bowl contenders, okay? If you want to win against them, you have to keep their offense off the field, period. So how do you do that? Control the clock. How do you control the clock? Run the fucking ball. I mean, it's stop, drop, and roll. What do you do, child? If you learn this in elementary schools. There's a fire. Stop, drop, and roll. When I was a kid, the tornadoes, you had to go in the hallway, put your head between your knees, and kiss your ass goodbye, basically, and hope for the best. That was the drill. Stop Patrick Mahomes. Keep him off the field. That's the best way to stop him, is to keep his ass on the bench. Same thing for the Chiefs, though. Keep his ass on the bench. Keep Jalen Hurts off the bench or on the bench. Keep DeAndre Swift on the bench. That's why the Chiefs are also going to try to establish a run. That's why I like this game under. Feel the under. That was my rant on this game. Now, that being said, Mahomes and Hurts will probably combine for over 1,000 yards passing and 1,000 touchdowns probably. Telling all my handicapping secrets. Yeah. Hey, listen. Handicap your handicappers. Everybody knows. I see over 13.5. Yeah. I just got it at minus 105 on BetMGM has it over 13.5 at minus 105. Every nickel counts in my book. So I'm going to take that. I might even get on some. What's the weather supposed to be like for this game? Okay, no wind. So let's look at some kicker props. And then I'm going to bounce on out of here. No, maybe I'll do that. I'll do that later. I don't want to get into that because I'm really just degenerating now. I'm just being a degenerate now. Appreciate you guys though. That's my parlay of the day. There's the teaser. Those are the props I like. Obviously, I'll add to that. Well, there's been a lot added to that, but we know what that is. We know what we're doing. We appreciate everybody stopping by. I am going to bounce on out of here. Like, share, subscribe, ring that bell for notification. No show Thursday because of Thanksgiving, obviously, this week. Tomorrow, I'm not going to have a whole lot of people on tomorrow or this week either. We'll see about Higgs on Wednesday if he feels good. No Nick Parsons tomorrow. I'm trying to give everybody time. Everybody's traveling, doing this and that. We'll see what me and the twins are up to on Friday. But I say shorter shows all week. Here I am 52 minutes into a show. So like, share, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Good luck. Unless you're against us. Take care, folks.